Hi, my name's Mark Pack. I'm the co-editor of Liberal Democrat Voice, and I'm here in Birmingham at the Liberal Democrats Autumn Conference. Straight away at the start of conference there was one very noticeable change from different party conferences, which is a reversion to the party's yellow colour for the stage set. Over the last few years a more bluish type aqua stage set has been commonly in use, but perhaps in a sign of the party's attempt to play up its difference in the coalition, yellow is the colour that's back this year. On the substantive issues being debated in the conference hall, the most important debate and vote probably was quite a short one, and it was on a procedural matter, but I suspect never before has there been quite so much media interest in an attempt to suspend standing orders at a party conference, because what was happening was that the Social Liberal Forum and people such as Evan Harris were trying to overturn a decision not to put a motion about the future of the NHS in the emergency motions ballot. That push failed. They didn't get the two-thirds majority, but that doesn't mean that the NHS won't be discussed at conference. There is both a Q&A session coming up during the week at the conference and also a topical discussion and a fringe meeting which will see Paul Burstow and Polly Toynbee head-to-head in a debate. So there will be plenty of health discussion, but not the emergency motion the Social Liberal Forum were hoping for. Also debated this afternoon was a motion on reforming the House of Lords and introducing elections to the Lords, a motion I sort of played a role in pulling together, and I in fact summated in the debate. But I suspect the best speech for most people in the hall will have been the one from Min Campbell, former party leader, who represents North East Fife, the successor constituency to that held by Liberal Party leader Herbert Asquith at the time that Asquith secured reform of the House of Lords 100 years ago, curtailing its ability to block measures passed by the House of Commons. However, 100 years on, we still don't have that basic democratic idea of elections to determine who is in the House of Lords, and Ming spoke very powerfully in favour of that, and particularly addressed his remarks to that small number of Liberal Democrat peers in the House of Lords who are, from the evidence so far, it would seem actually quite likely to oppose the introduction of elections. Hopefully the contribution of people like Ming will help persuade at least some of them to change their mind. The other big policy motion debate this afternoon was about welfare reform, in particular the WCA and ESA reforms that are taking place, and quite a complicated motion in some ways with a lot of detail in it, but I think a fair summary of the motion is that what it was calling for was for people to be better treated by those systems, and in particular to be more supported through things like appeal processes. And finally, just one other thing to mention is there was the keynote speech from Home Office's Minister for Equalities, Lynn Featherstone, very popular figure with Liberal Democrats. She normally comes out as one of the highest rated ministers in the polls that Lib Dem Voice carry out of party members, and Lynn's speech again went down very well today, in particular focus on the importance of promoting equality and human rights in many countries around the world, but also tying that back to the need for the British government to be doing at home what we tell people in other countries to do abroad. And in that respect, Lynn picked up on the issue about equal rights and marriage, and the announcement that there's been today, very welcome announcement there's been today, about the government taking further steps towards removing discrimination in the civil marriage system. So that's my roundup for today. I'll do a preview of the day on Sunday if my alarm clock wakes me up early on Sunday morning, and I hope you found this useful. If you want to find out more about any of the events today, do go and visit our website www.libdemvoice.org. Thanks.